guys, welcome to today's video. This is Rachel Faraja. I am so excited to host you today. Welcome to my home, welcome to my kitchen, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, karibu sana. If this is your first time coming here, please stay, subscribe, like this video, and I'm sure that we'll be able to just enjoy today's video. Today I'm preparing an amazing recipe that was among the first requests that I got from my subscribers when I first began this journey early in January. So they asked me to show them how to prepare biryani, and I was like, I needed time to just do this shooting, and this is what we have today. And this is amazing because we have every ingredient ready here. Some are pre-prepared, some we need to work on them. But before we do that, subscribe and show me some love by even watching the other videos that I've done before. And thank you so much for being here. Karibu. All right, so we get right into the ingredients of today. I'm going to show you what I already have ready at this stage. We have our beef. Our beef is cut, and as you can see, it is cut into, let me see if you can get a clear view. It is cut into big chunks because the essence of biryani is to actually just get some good, nicely slow cooked meat that is tender and soft, and I prefer to have them in the bigger chunks, which is actually what happens even when you are doing chicken biryani or mutton biryani. This is what we go for. Then we have our onions ready. I have about 6 onions. Is it 6 or 8? Yes, I have. I'll give all the measurements. I have 8 onions because 6 are for deep frying, and then 2 are for blending in. I have my tomatoes. I wanted to have 6 of them, and I think their sizes balance each other. Then we have good tomatoes there. Then I have peeled potatoes. I thought they were of a smaller size than I would have desired, so I'm still looking at whether I need to half them into 2 so that they can cook faster. I think we will have them into 2. And then I have the rice because this is what we will serve our biryani with. I have garlic cloves, the 4 of them, and then some ginger. I have tomato paste. This one is going to come in handy. I have some food coloring color. I'll show you how we use this. And then we have yogurt. If you don't have plain yogurt, you use mala, which is buttermilk. Yeah, I believe it should be the same, buttermilk. So with that done, not leaving the grated carrots. And lastly, for the spices of the day, we have pilau masala. I'll give you the quantity we'll use, and then we have some cinnamon sticks as well. So that's it. Let me show you step by step how we will begin. Then I have some oil ready for deep frying, and then my pot that I will use for combining all these ingredients. So I'll take you step by step. It is so easy, and I will show you how you can fast track the process, especially if you have somebody to help you. So I want to cut some garlic and ginger, which I want to use to pre-boil this meat. You have an option of cooking directly with them, directly actually, to avoid what has just happened there, whereby the ginger and garlic jump out. You add some salt inside there so that they can stick, and gives you a faster way of pounding this. That is done. So I want to mix this very well, and I'll boil it fast without putting any water inside. I want to attain a very tender beef at the end of it, and I don't trust that this beef will cook well when I for biryani. You want to make sure that things are going on as others are happening, otherwise you may end up having to serve your dish 4 hours later. As I've told you, I want this the potatoes into 2 so that I can get a good crispy potatoes at the end of the day. So when you have help, when you have somebody just helping you cut up this stuff, and you're cooking together, it is very enjoyable. A dish I would recommend to prepare when you have people around, you talk in the kitchen, or even when you just want to throw it down and treat yourself to something beautiful. This is it. It's going to be amazing. So I'm serving this to a family of 6 plus 1, 7. So I want to ensure that we will be able to have enough for everybody. So my potatoes are ready. This is where the food color comes in for the first time. I'm going to scoop some, then just drizzle around them and mix. So the aim is to have this soaking as we cook the other stuff. They look nice, don't they? They look nice already. That's how the meat has begun. There's just like 5 minutes into it, and you can see there's a very good progress. No water added, just the ginger garlic mix and the salt. So here I'm going to start off my process of deep frying by heating up this oil. So I want it to heat up so that we can deep fry the onions. So I wanted to show you how to cut up these onions. Ensure that you don't cube them because you want to attain onion rings. I'll show you the ones we will cube. This is where if you have a food processor, you use, and it becomes faster. So look at what we are looking for. This is it. Don't make them too thin, because once they deep fry, you want them to still be visible in the final stew. So I'll do that once more, and then we catch up after I am done with the 6 onions. Do you guys still cry when you cutting up onions? Please share your tips of what you do to prevent the crying and the tearing that comes with the onion slice. Eventually, this is what I have from about 6 onions. So we are proceeding to fry. I had already tested the oil with about just a few onions so that you can begin this. So I'll fry this, but in 2 batches. So you have to be careful because the oil is hot. So this takes a while cooking, but we should not keep off from just having mixing it up, stirring it up so that it does not burn. I'll reduce the heat, but now I'm going to put it back because the oil has cooled. Immediately these onions have come in. So while this is happening, let's be working on something else. It's time to cut up this into big chunks because I want to blend them up. If If you don't have a blender, this is what you use. You use a grater. Use a grater. Just make sure you grate with or you grate your tomatoes, you grate your green peppers, and the onion that you're going to use for grating. Make sure you just grate them into fine. If you can use this, I think it can work. If not, try the second option as to the size of the grater. That will do fine. In fact, when I learned to make biryani, that's what I used to do. So don't be scared. I'm using a blender as the next option so that we can have a smooth paste coming out of here.
I can hear you call my name. I can hear you call my name. I can hear you call my name. Come to the table, cup runneth over. Come drink your fill. I can hear you call my name. I can hear you call my name. Oh, I can hear you call my name. You come to the valley, come lay your head down, come rest your feet by the river of life. Come to the pasture, rest by the fire, rest as the wind blows over.
Look at this, the onions are almost ready. Please ensure you keep a close eye to them because we want the caramelized effect, not the burnt ones. Great. This is what you're looking for. These brown onions. My meat is also cooking there faithfully. So I'll remove all the water. Great. So I believe the oil has heated up. Now I'm going to put in the last batch. So the onions are out. I'm trying to clean the oil before I put in the potatoes. So you fry with the same oil because it is very fragrant. You can imagine oil that has after a minute or so, they should be ready. I really don't know why the form is up like this. I guess the onions had too much moisture. So this is what you want to achieve for the potatoes. You want them to be crispy on the edges, but then they will cook in the stew when we'll be making the biryani. So it's okay, don't overcook them at this stage. Just remove them when they are like this, and you can see what the food color did. It did its work, and I'm glad I kept them there for some time, about 10 minutes when they were just soaking in. Okay, so we are at a stage where we want to combine everything, and the beef is well done, though not cooked completely, but it will finish its process well in the while it is cooking. So I have already prepared my ginger and garlic paste. So for this, you take in and you mix completely. Don't let them sit in one spot. The reason is because we won't stir this once we put it on the fire. So that way every part is coated. Then now it is time to pour in our blended vegetables. Just pour well to cover on top. Then we are going to layer in the carrots. The carrots will give the biryani some body. We don't want everything to be so smooth. Good. So it is at this point you pour in. You take the pilau masala. I'm going to, okay, you will notice that this is the only spice I'm using. Pilau masala is a blend of spices. It comes in with others: cumin seed, black pepper, cinnamon, cardamoms, and cloves. So if you don't have pilau masala, you'd have to use the individual spices of that, what I've read for you. But this is what I already have. Then for me, it makes it easier because as I told you, I have young children and this is normally manageable for them. So I'm going to also go in with tomato paste, a generous amount. So half of this tin is 275. That will make it 100 and what? 25 there. About 130 grams. So you have to be generous because the biryani has to be half color. Then finally I'll pour in the plain yogurt on top. Don't know why it's not coming out. All of it is out. Remember, don't stir anything. Don't stir anything here. This one I have to remind you because we are so used to mixing stuff. So I'll juice in half of a lemon. So my lemons are dried out, so I'll use 2 in the place of that half. That's it. Yeah, good to go. Then I place this on the fire. So I'm using 3 cups of rice, so I'll measure about 5.5 cups of water. And instead of the 6 part to be full, they do half. I'll add in some salt and coconut oil. So as that is cooking or boiling, I want to show you the progress of the biryani, and that's how it looks like. Amazing. It's just smelling amazing, and we are not even halfway. The onions and the potatoes are already set. They are ready. As you can see, they are pretty ready to join the entire meal. So I will allow that water to cool, to boil. I've already washed my rice, and as this boils in, I want to give it about 5 minutes before I add in the onions and the potatoes. So I have switched up my cooking gas, because I like this small meko, or the small gas, because it cooks very fast, and I feel my cooker is a bit slow and would have kept me here waiting for this to boil up. Alright, this is where we are at. I just remembered that I did add salt. We need to add salt in. It's a good amount. And so when this is cooking, we can add in our potatoes. And also we can add in the onions, caramelized onions. And now I will take it now to the other cooker so that they can cook in slowly. This is again now too fast. So you will note you have not added any oil to our biryani. So at this point you scoop about 6 tablespoons of the oil we used to fry. I'm using this because my quantities are large. This will drastically reduce if you're cooking for one person. You stir it in, then after that you let it cook together with the rest of the biryani, and it will somehow begin to come on top after it has boiled, and that is how we will gauge whether our biryani is ready. Now when you see the oil in the biryani starting to form puddles on top, it means that it's almost ready, and you'll see the difference once it is ready. But in the meantime, I'll stir it in. Wow, look at that. Goodness, I'm sure you want to try it. I'm sure you want to eat this. Please remember to subscribe to this video and give it a like. If you're still here with me and you're enjoying this content, please share it out in your WhatsApp groups, share it out in your Facebook page, share it out if you are my fellow YouTuber in your page, and let's see many people just coming to make these meals we enjoy outside there in the restaurants, and just seeing how simple they are to do at home, and continue making delightful meals where your families and your friends, or even yourself, will just be able to enjoy. And when hosting, you can pull up this meal and rice and chapati and a salad, and you're good to go. So this is the rice. It's almost done. I want us to begin decorating it. Okay, so I intended to show you how I am making this decoration using the food color, but apologies because I pressed on pause instead of play. This happens, guys. This happens. I'm so sorry about it. But what you do, you take the orange food color I showed you. By the way, this can go for any color: pink, red, green, yellow, all these colors, as long as they have edible colors, food color. For the green color, you will see it's a bit pronounced in the rice. This is because I use a liquid color, which is my preference. And for the orange one, the one I had used in the potatoes, I mixed it with a teaspoon of water Then I poured in those sections of the rice as you've seen. Let me know if you'd really want an exact recipe of when this is happening. I can redo it.
It's all for you. It's all for you.